Okay, awesome. So there's a few of us on here that were at LCD this week, and so we're probably going to be asking for their input since I just learned this information, and I don't want to, I'm sure there might be some things that I mistook. But when we were at LCD, first of all, LCD was amazing. If you're not familiar with what it is, it's Leadership Coaching Dynamics. In the past, they've offered it a couple of times a year. Next year, I think they're going to offer it several times in different areas around the country. And it's really about learning how to identify where you're at in leadership yourself, identify your strengths and weaknesses, learn how to lead yourself better, and then also how to lead others through different coaching techniques. So very, very cool stuff. Highly, highly, highly recommend it. I do believe it's going to be available in the future for people who are, I think it's rank 4 and above, because at that point you have a pretty large team. Oh, thank you, Angie, for participating. For some of you that are champs, Julia, little cat, I see what you did there. That's her thing, okay. So one of the things that Brian did mention is that, just for some of you that are champs on the call for your information, is LCD in the future might be split up for rank 7 and above will have a different training than rank 6, like ranks 3, 4, 5, and 6. Because if you have less than 50 promoters on your team, you need a different coaching versus people who have like 7, 8, 9, 1,000, 900,000 people on your team. So just letting y'all know that. I see you, little Julia, with your thing. Okay, so what I want you guys to do, if you haven't already, is I'm sure you haven't. Maybe you have. Maybe you guys are ready to take notes. But I want you all to make sure you have a piece of paper in front of you and a pen. And I'm getting one too, because I actually have not done this exercise yet. So I'm going to be doing it right along with you. Look, which Wendy the good witch. I see you down there. I'm kind of sad that I've already worn this hat, and I actually have totes and totes and totes of Halloween costumes. I'm kind of upset. Okay, so everybody, if you have your piece of paper, hold it up so I can see it. Thank you. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to turn it sideways like so, and we're going to draw 3 big circles. I'll show you once I get mine done. Doesn't have to be perfect. Don't overthink it. But like, here's 3 big circles. Jay, that's Valerie. Can you call her? Can you answer it? Okay. Okay, you can put it down, Julia, who's like, when you come back from LCD, you like don't move unless you get instructions. Do you want to call her real quick? All right, so now what we're going to do in these 3 circles, under one of them, the first one, you're going to write the, above it, write the word me, M-E, like this, okay? Then the next big circle, you're going to go over there and you're going to write the word dreams. Doesn't that sound sweet? We're going to write the word dreams. Then this third big circle down here, this looks like Mickey Mouse's ears, doesn't it? Then the third big circle, you're going to write prove it. Okay? So you've got me, you have dreams, and you have prove it. So what I'm going to do during this call right now is I'm going to set a timer, and for 5 minutes, we are all inside these circles. You are going to write everything that is interesting and that you love about you. So like, for example, in my me circle, I'm going to write Jason. I'm going to write my kids. I'm going to write things that I'm interested in, things that I love, like photography. I'm going to write house stuff. Like I like to decorate house. I like to do stuff like that. I'm a dance mom. Things that I would describe me if I was talking to someone, things that are important to me that I would describe about me, things that I do on a daily basis. Like I love my coffee. I make an artful coffee. Like my coffee is a freaking piece of art in the morning. So I'm gonna write my coffee. I'm a dance mom. Maybe some of you are coaches. Maybe you coach soccer. Maybe you coach other things. Maybe you work somewhere interesting. Maybe you love to work out. I did go to a Pure Barre thing. I'm gonna write that down. I went like 3 times. Julia, did you write it down? Look at. Okay, Julia and I went and did a Pure Barre thing. We're so proud. Like I was sore forever. I'm still sore. Okay, so I like Pure Barre. I'm doing that. Other things, I'm looking around my house. Other things that I like. Oh, I love my dog. Oh my gosh, I am a dog mom. Hello. So I'm gonna write dog mom under me. Okay, so that's in my me. You guys can keep going. There's no right or wrong. It's not like you have to have 10 in here or whatever. Then I'm gonna go over to dreams. And I'm gonna write what I want my life to look like. Kind of like things that you would put on a vision board, maybe. So dreams, things that I want to do. I want to travel more. I love to shop. I love dreams, inspirational things. Dreams. This is an area that I'm recognizing that I need to spend more time thinking about, my dreams. Aaron says he's having a delay hearing me. Angie, Julia, are you guys hearing a delay in my voice? Are we good? We're good? Okay. Aaron, if you're having a problem, go from your computer to your phone, see if that helps. Okay, so we've written down our dreams. The next thing that we're going to do is go to the Prove It circle. And I want you to write everything that you love about Prove It. Not only the product, but the community, the business, all of it. Everything that comes to your mind that you love when you hear the word Prove It. Okay, my homework to all of you is to take these 3 circles and eventually make 3 pages. Make 3 pages. So you can really pull from these all the time and you can keep adding to these things. Okay, now what I want you to do is write down an equation. I'm going to type it in the chat box. It's 2-1-2-live. Write this down. 2-1-2-live. And Julia, Wendy, Lacey, I don't know if John's on here. If you hear me, like, if it was a little different than what I'm saying, let me know. Because like I said, this is the first time that, is this, Julia, is this following along what you were, okay, awesome. So 2-1-2-live. Oh, mine's backwards. Sorry, I'm going to help you all. Okay, so here's how Facebook should work. You know, we talk a lot about, you guys hear me all the time, like I literally have a sticky note on my computer that says, you're looking for the person who's looking for you. But guess what? That person's never going to find you if they don't know who you are. Does that make sense? Like, they have to know who you are before they can find you. We're in the if you think that we're in the business of selling ketones, you're wrong. We're not in the business of selling ketones. We are in the business of attracting people. We are in a we are an attraction marketing company, and we are in the business of people. And people, let's see. They cannot, oh, thank you, Julia. They cannot find you unless they know who you are. That's it. They cannot find you if they don't know who you are. So with this formula for Facebook, because here's what happens, you guys, when someone joins Prove It, especially if they've had like this rockin' awesome, either they've had a rockin' awesome experience on the product, or their backs are against the wall, they're feeling pressure like no other. What does everybody do? They Prove It vomit. They keto vomit all over Facebook. And then all people see you as is a transaction maker. They see you as the salesperson on Facebook. They don't know anything about you. They don't know why they should be interested in anything that you have to say because you're not relatable to them. We have to be relatable to people. I was listening to a motivational speech today by Oprah. I used to want to be Oprah when I was little. I did, just so you guys know. Dolly Parton and Oprah, those were my two idols. So, shut up, Julia. Jewel Cat. So, yeah, I wanted to be Dolly Parton or Oprah. I guess probably more Dolly Parton with Oprah skills because I don't have that complexion. I can see it a lot. But what she was saying was so interesting is she said the reason why she believes she had such a long haul, 25 years on television, the most highly rated show of all time, the wealthiest female in the entire world still to this day is Oprah Winfrey. I think she might know some things. She said the reason why she feels she was so, oh, Stephanie's met her. Shut up. I'm so jealous. Reading the chat box. The reason why she felt she was so successful is because every person from across the world, when they watched her on television, they found her relatable. They felt like she was them. She felt people watched her and felt like, that's me. I'm her. It just, she said, she literally said, people watched at me and said, that's me, just with better shoes. Because she was obsessed with having amazing shoes. We have to be relatable. If you are just posting prove it, keto, 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 nobody's going to find you relatable. They have to know who you are to know how to find you. So what this equation does is each time you make a Facebook post, you need to think to yourself, you're going to go this 2-1-2 live. And yeah, I'm talking live Facebook videos. For some of you, you feel like you're going to vomit in the corner when I say those words, those two words, Facebook Live. You're like, ugh. Okay, I get it. But don't worry. We have newly acquired coaching skills to help you, don't we, Julia? We're so excited. Okay, I can't see you all. So what we're going to do with our Facebook post is you want to go to that first circle that says me. Before you post anything about Prove It, your first post should be about you, something about you. So my first post might be something about my daughter's Halloween performance that she has this weekend. I'm going to talk about that because she actually does, and I'm really excited. She's going to be Maleficent, and I'm so excited. So I'm going to post that. That would be my one. Then the next thing that I'm going to post is probably going to be my little dog because she's looking super, super cute right now. So I might make a little post and be like, #dog mom, love my dog. Her name's Coco Janelle, and she's awesome. And so I'm going to post about that. Then the next, so that was my 2, remember? Then the next one is going to come from the Prove It circle. So I did 2 from me, 2 me, then 1 Prove It. So the Prove It might be something that I love about Prove It. Could be anything, because I've written a whole circle of all kinds of things in there that I've already got the information. I don't have to sit and like think about it. I've already written it in my circle. It's ready to roll. So I'm going to look down here and I'm going to say leadership. That was one of the things that was on my circle. So I'm going to make a post, maybe say something about the opportunity that I had this week to learn more about leadership. I'm so grateful for this opportunity. Hey, Erin, Poppy is looking for the link to the Zoom. If you could send it to her, that'd be great.
Hey, I'm going to pop in real quick with my smoke. So what Kate's saying, and I know she's probably going to go into this, but I brought a visual aid. When you talk about Prove It, it's not like, this is Harvest Sunrise. Like, nobody wants that. That's not what anyone's looking for, right? Like, yeah, they are looking for this product, but they're not physically looking for this box and this packet. So it's like doing something fun with it is different than just like posting a drink on a table or a packet on a table. Now, obviously, when there's special releases, like we got challenged to post a picture with a packet, and that's a little different. But on a normal day, people aren't looking for you in a box, right? Like no one cares about this box. And so what Kate's saying is like one of those lists, like, yeah, it might be that you love the energy or the focus. So like find something with that people want. Like, I need the energy because of this. Like, this is the reason. And so like there are other moms that need energy. So you paint that picture. It's not like, here's me and I have cat ears in a box. Like, join me. It's, hey, I'm a mom too. And that little girl has gone to the bathroom 750 times today. And if I didn't have Max, I could not physically get off the couch for the 759th time to go in there. Like, that's what moms are looking for. They're not looking for a box. That's all.
I love that. People aren't looking for a box. That's perfect. You write that down. That was good. That was good. That was really good. People are not looking for a box. Because remember, Oprah said the reason why she was so successful is because she was so relatable. People don't relate to a box. They don't relate to a shaker bottle. They relate to you. So it's, what do you love about ketones? What do you love about Prove It? What do you love about our community? That's what we want to share. So then you do one thing there. So we've made 2 posts about ourselves, 1 post about ketones for Prove It, and then we're going to go to the next 2 posts that are going to be about our dreams. Because here's the cool thing that we know is people follow people that are going somewhere. Everybody wants to follow someone that's going somewhere. If you sit and talk about how miserable you are to be stuck in your house, to be stuck in your town, to be not going here, not going there, and that's all you talk about is nobody's going, why would anyone want to follow you? I don't care how great your product is. If you're talking about like you're staying in the same place, nobody wants to stay in the same place. Because I don't know if y'all know this, but if you're not growing, you're what? You're dying. You're dying if you're not growing. So you want to post about your dreams, places you want to go, things you want to do. achievements you want to make. So like, think about that. So a couple of things that I said is, I want a beach house. Like, that's one of my dreams, is I want to have a beach house. So every once in a while, I might post a picture and be like, okay, what do you guys think about this one? Between 1 to 10, what do you rate this one? And I might ask my Facebook friends to help me. Here's the thing. I want them to know that that's my dream. I want people to know that I want to wake up every morning of my life, walk out on my front porch, and I want to drink my artful coffee that is a masterpiece and listen to the ocean waves and feel the breeze. Like, I want them to know that I envision that. I see that in my mind. So I might post about that. Another thing that I might post about is a place that I want to travel to, or dreams that I have for my children. It doesn't even have to be like things that you buy. It could be dreams for your children, like things that, attributes that I hope they're gaining in the future. Think on a higher consciousness level. A low consciousness level is all about things. Low consciousness is tangible things that I can feel. High consciousness, a high level of consciousness, is how will I feel when my child starts her own foundation one day? Like, what would it be like to know that your child started a charitable foundation? What would you feel like as a parent? Because like, that's the kind of child I want to raise. Like, I want to raise a child who contributes. I want to raise the kid who says, hey mom, for Thanksgiving, can we do this? Like, my kid, like, it was so cool because Natalie Kilborn, I don't know if many of you know her. She has spoke on stage before and talked about how a really poignant moment for her was when her daughter said, Mom, Sally at the competitive cheer thing, her family can't afford shoes. Can we help buy her shoes? And like, she cried, and that was a huge moment. I've had that with my Jillian at dance. Where she dances is a hip hop studio. It has a lot of kids that come that are underprivileged, that this is the only outlet they have that's really a safe environment for them to go. And there was a situation that one of her little friends, it was a feller that wasn't going to be able to go. And she was just brokenhearted because she didn't know what she was going to do. She's like, Mom, can we help? Please, can we help? Like, I'll give up this if we can help DeAndre. I mean, tears. Like, that's in my dreams section. Do you guys see what I'm saying? Because that's something that I value. That's something that is one of my dreams, is to raise a child that is like that. So it doesn't have to be tangible things. It doesn't have to be, here's my beach house, here's where I want to go on vacation. It's also about, because remember, it's about telling people who we are. The more you talk about your dreams and who you are, the more you're going to attract the people that you want into your life. Like attracts like. Like attracts like. So think about that also as people are being attracted to you. Notice commonalities among all those people, because this is a little higher level consciousness thing. Notice all the people that you're attracting to you and think, what about me is attracting this common trait in all these people? Just something to consider. Angie, yeah. Yes. Angie, do you want to, because Angie's like our Facebook queen. Angie, do you want to unmute real quick and kind of talk about what you mean there?
So basically what I'm saying is that the other day I posted a beach with palm trees, and I can't remember, I shared it. It was a motivation thing that I heard, and it was saying, believe in the things that you, how do I put it? It is coming. I posted that, and my Facebook went stupid. I had people calling me and messaging me, calling my mom and my dad, my best friends. They're wanting to know when I'm moving, because my goal is to move like you on a beach. They're paying more attention now because they're seeing that my dreams is where my reality is going.
Right, and they're following. And the thing is like, what people are looking for, it's not that they're looking, oh my God, Julie, I cannot even with that. That's so sweet. Woo-hoo. It's not necessarily that people, Finn made me lose my train of thought. What people are looking for is, what you're giving them is hope. it's not that they look at you and say, oh, I want to be Angie, but what they're saying is when they see someone that's like them, because remember, it's about being relatable. That's why Oprah did so well, is because people looked at her and said, she's just like me. When someone sees you like that and they see that you're going places and you have dreams and you have hopes, what you really did is you inspired hope in them to have their own dreams. Because you know, right? You guys, I hope you realize that the majority of your friends and family gave up on their dreams a very, very long time ago. Super, super sad. They gave up on their dreams. And when you start posting about your dreams, you're inspiring in them to bring that hope back, to bring that dream back. Well, if Brent's going after his dream and he's just like me, maybe I can still go after my dream. That's what we're doing, whether you realize it or not. And the sad thing for me is seeing all these faces and names and numbers on this call and knowing that I've talked to many of you on the phone and realizing that the majority of you don't think that you have the power to inspire other people, but you do. Just by being ourselves, we have the power to inspire other people. It's a pretty cool thing. And when you really sit there and think about that, like soak that in, we have the power to inspire people. It's really cool to just go and achieve their own dreams. Aspire to inspire, absolutely. So we did 2 posts about me, not me, you guys do about you, you get what I'm saying. 1 post about Prove It and ketones, 2 posts about our dreams, and then we're going to go live. So you do a 2, a 1, a 2, and a live. How many of you, by raise of hand or in the group chat, the thought, like, let's say from a 1 to 10, 1 being, I'm going to vomit, 10 being, I can crush this, like, I would do a live in the bathroom, I don't care. Like, put 1 to 10 in with your hands of how comfortable you are with doing a Facebook Live. And there is no judgment. Misty's like 2. Look, I kind of think she's probably like 1.5, maybe. I know, right? And then Angie's 10. Okay, awesome. We've got a 6. Darlene says 6. Lacey, what was your number? I didn't see. Lacey was really nervous. Lacey, were you not super nervous about your first Facebook Live? Lacey, can you unmute for a second?
Okay.
Awesome. So first of all, I'm going to talk about Facebook Lives, and I'm going to have Lacey kind of share her story. The reason why we encourage Facebook Lives are for a few different reasons. Number 1, the Facebook algorithm loves lives. When you do a Facebook Live, it lets all your friends know that you're doing a Facebook Live. You get a lot of traction after it. It can be 2 days later after you do the live, and you go back and comment on people's comments, and it pops back up. Like, there's so much power, and we should do a whole training on Facebook Live. But that's just a small portion. It's just very valuable in the social media market. You can do Instagram videos too, by the way, but we're talking Facebook right now. So Facebook Lives are super powerful. They give you a lot. Amanda Cobb would. I love that Brent's like 10, 10, 10, and Amanda's like 1. That's Jason and I. Jason, like, when he has to do a Facebook Live, he will only do it if, actually, I can't even tell him that we're going to do it. I can't. I have to be like, Facebook Live, go! Otherwise, he will try and escape and come up with an excuse to get out. So the Facebook Live is super important because it gives you a lot of algorithm. It gives you a lot of traction. You're going to get a lot of eyes on that. And it gives people the opportunity to see a peek of who you really are. And I'm going to tell you a couple of tips. Don't mess up good for perfect. If your house is a mess, it's okay. Hold on. It's okay for your house to be a mess if you're doing a Facebook Live. It actually helps you, okay? If you say the wrong words, it actually helps you. If you your hair is a mess and you have no makeup on, it actually helps you because it makes you relatable. Relatable. Remember Oprah? The reason why she has so much success is because people can see themselves in her. If you are Miss Perfect Pants, nobody's going to watch you and nobody likes you. If they are watching you, it's so that they can then go to their friend Sally and be like, do you see Prissy Perfect Pants? Oh my God. Who she thinks she is with her perfect hair, her perfect house, her perfect blah, blah, blah. Nobody likes you. So that sounds so horrible. You don't want to be Prissy Perfect Pants. You want to just be real and be you. Be authentic. Be genuine. So Lacey, I'm going to unmute you. Hold on. I muted you because I was mean like that. There's a lot of people on this call. There she is. Okay, so Lacey, you were super nervous about your first Facebook Live. So I hope I'm remembering this accurately. But didn't we do one together first?
Yes, because I was way too nervous to do it by myself.
Okay. How did that make you feel not having to do it by yourself?
It was much better.
Right?
It was like you were holding my hand.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So Misty, if you had someone do one with you, would you feel a little more comfortable with it? Would it maybe take you from a 2 to maybe a 4? Okay, she's like, yeah, I could do 4. I could do 4. Okay, awesome. So I want you guys to all think about that because you're all building teams and you all want your teammates to be highly, hugely successful, right? Well, we need to understand that the majority of our team members coming in, their vomit level for Facebook Lives is the 1. Like they don't want to do it. That makes them super nervous. So we need to be willing to say, oh, I totally understand that. Would you be willing to do one if I did it with you? And here's what's going to happen. So if I'm doing one with Lacey, because here's what we've done in the past is Lacey would ask me questions, okay? But after going to LCD, that's not how I'm going to do that anymore, okay? I don't think that served Lacey. What I would do now, Lacey, if I was doing a Facebook Live with you, let's pretend we're doing a Facebook Live, okay? You ready to pretend?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're on a Facebook Live. You've introduced me as your friend. It's your live. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, Lacey, so how long have you been on this journey? How long have you been drinking pure therapeutic ketones?
6 months.
Awesome. That's wonderful. So can you tell me a little bit, like, what are your favorite things about drinking ketones?
So I love, do what? My phone keeps dinging. I miss you.
Okay. What are your favorite things about drinking Keto Max?
Oh, so I love the energy and the fat loss was amazing.
Love it.
Just
How much have you lost?
So I've lost a little over 30 pounds.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So can you describe a little, I'm going quickly for educational purposes. So can you tell me a little bit, like, what did a typical day in your life look like before you started Keto Max?
Well, the other thing is the clarity, the focus, and are a couple of my other favorites. But a regular day before ketones, I was like just sluggish, just barely getting by and chasing more squirrels than I got anything done. I was chasing squirrels more than getting any, stuff accomplished. So, yeah.
Right. Absolutely. So you just
pretty lazy.
Retired.
Yeah.
So what is a typical day like now?
Now I get more things done on my to-do list. I wear a smaller size in clothes, which is fabulous. I have lots more energy, so I'm able to move around and just enjoy life so much better.
I love it. I love it. So what are you most excited about with the product?
Just knowing that I don't ever have to go back to that terrible feeling again.
I love it. Okay. Thank you, Lacey, for playing. Okay, Julia's got something. Go, Julia. You don't have to
I'm raising my hand. So I was just gonna, that was perfect. I was just gonna kind of come in with a little bit of like my experience and some things that I think are really beneficial. When you're doing Facebook Lives, I know it gets super, you get really, when you're doing it with someone, you get super engaged in the conversation and you continue to talk. And sometimes our Facebook Lives last like 30 minutes. I am physically unable to, sorry, Finn's playing with the balloon. I'm physically unable to watch a Facebook Live for more than maybe 7 minutes. Like 7 minutes is the max that I can like make myself sit still. I'm hiding in the bathroom. I'm walking to the bathroom to hide. So like that's as long as I can do it. I can't stay in. So keeping it like kind of short and concise, I think is very important. Not that you can't dive in, but what I mean by that is when you, and even when you make your post about Prove It, you don't have to say every single thing that has ever happened. You can say like my post could be like, hey, this energy, right, that I talked about earlier with Rory going to the bathroom like 700 times today. Like I have the energy to keep getting up and walking to the bathroom over and over. That could be my whole post. On a Facebook Live, if I'm talking to Kate and I'm talking about, you know, Kate's one thing, her one thing for today could be naps. But when she talks about it, like she used, and y'all know Kate's story, Kate used to have to take a nap every single day. Well, that's huge. She doesn't have to go into her fat loss. Her fat loss has been amazing too. Her mood has been amazing too. But here's the thing is that like you're going to be on this journey. How long are you committed to using Facebook or to using Instagram? Like you need other information. Like you need other, not information, but you need other material because you don't want to say the same thing over and over and over and over and over because you want to attract different people from your story. So I think that it's a really cool thing to say like, hey, Kate, I want to hop on this video and today I want to talk about like what it has done for my mood. Because that's why I stay. Like that's the one thing that like I would pay $1 million for because I'm a better, more patient mom. That's my favorite benefit. So if I just focus on that one thing instead of saying like, well, it's been great for my mood and it's been great for fat loss and it's been great for my energy and it's been great for this and everything's better. People aren't really going to relate to that. But if you can take that 5 minutes or 7 minutes that you have and really dive in and get granular, like how it changed your life because of the energy. I got caught. How it changed your life because of that one thing, then people are going to relate to that. Does that make sense, Kate? Does that?
Yeah.
And then with that, like on your post, if you write a book, like Prove It is great. It's amazing. It's completely changed my life. But if I write a post that people have to like scroll down and like they're not going to stay. People are scrolling. Like that's what Facebook is like scrolling until you find something that interests you. So make it interesting.
I love it. Absolutely. Thank you, Julia. Yeah, absolutely. You want to keep it short. I always say like nobody's going to watch that. Nobody's going to read that, but your mama, and even your mama is yawning like that. Don't write 5-page paragraphs. Take one aspect and do a live about that. And your lives, like, the reason we did one together first is I'm talking about like when new people come on and they're very nervous. I always suggest your first one be with someone else, one of your leaders that can guide you through making sure it's compliant and it's all good like that. You always have a conversation ahead of time, but that is very, very helpful. And then you go back and you make two posts about we make 2 posts about ourselves. We make a post about ketones or Prove It, post about our dreams, and then we do a live. If you guys keep that consistent pattern, you're going to build a really awesome Facebook page that's going to attract the people to you that are looking for you because they know who you are. Like they know what you're about. They know they can identify themselves with you. You have become relatable to them, which is super, super valuable. Wendy, Lacey, I don't know if John's on here or not. Can you guys think of anything else that was mentioned in that segment? Okay, Wendy, go.
Okay. The one thing that really stood out to me was when Mitch said, the thing you are the most afraid of is the thing you need to go further. And I wrote that down because I was like, that is so true. And then I listened to something else today, and it was the same thing. Our brain's going to protect us. So we're just going to say, I don't want to do a Facebook Live. It's going to make me throw up, because our brain, we're thinking too much. We just got to go forward. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, Facebook Live. You know what I mean? So today it was like just more of Mitch's quote that really got to me, and it relates to the Facebook Lives for people who want to throw up doing them. I just thought I should add that. That's it.
One other thing that I was going to tell you all about Facebook Lives is because we were talking about doing them with our promoters. Here's a challenge that I have for everybody on the call. You guys ready? Get ready to write this down. I want everybody, and I'm challenging myself too, got to lead myself as well, because I actually have never done this before. I've done it like in person, but not through this platform. Let's get a customer to do a Facebook Live with us, just a customer, and interview them about their experience. So once you do that, I want you guys, after you've done your Facebook Live with a customer and you've interviewed them using the 3 questions, what do you love about ketones? What was your day like before? What is your day like now? So you're coaching them through their story. I want you to send me a message that says mission accomplished, and your name's going to go into a drawing for $50 cash. Last challenge we had was a Zoom with Michael Rutherford, and I don't know if Chris is on here or not. He was on the last Zoom. Chris Woosley. Is he on here? Okay. Chris Woosley was the winner of the last $50 challenge that we did. Okay, so yeah, Lacey, go ahead.
I was just going to say another really good quote from Mitch. I mean, he had some really good stuff, but he was saying that fear is your barometer for better.
Yeah, I don't know if you've done anything. We might even do a Zoom about that, about fear soon, just because I'm actually going through whenever I go through something weird, I'm just taking y'all with me. I'm so sorry. I probably should ask your permission, but I'm like, okay, this is weird. Let's do this together. So yes, Mitch had that quote. I wrote that down too. Lacey is very poignant. I think, Julia, you and I talked about it as well. Fear is a barometer for better. So if you haven't written that down, I highly recommend that and sit and process what that means. Fear is a barometer for better. Because what I did is I sat down this morning and I made a list of all the things that I am afraid of that is holding me back in my business. And it was things that you all probably would not expect for me to say, because I can hide this crap pretty well. But I have fears and things that hold me back too. And I wrote them down. There were 4 of them. And I sent them to 2 people that I knew would not give in to my fears, would not baby me, coddle me, would not let me off the hook at all, because they don't like me like that. Like Julia would just love me, be like, it's okay, Kate. I sent those to Michael and Dustin, and I said, okay, here's the deal. These are my 4 biggest fears that are holding me back. I'm sick of it. Like, I'm sick. I'm tired of avoiding these 4 things. I'm tired of it. I need you all to challenge me to push past these, because I know better's on the other side. And of course, Michael hit me right back. Boom, 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 boom. And I'm like, oh crap, what did I do? So, but I hit those 2 people because I know they will hold me accountable. They're not my coaches because they love me, because we're friends, and they, it's not like, I mean, we are, but you know what I'm saying? Like, they're there to coach me because they know I have goals and dreams. They know what my goals are, because I've told them, I've expressed them. We've had long conversations about it. They're going to hold me accountable to those things. So maybe we'll do one more little homework piece here. What are y'all feeling? You smelling what I'm putting down? We'll see how many people do this because this was really scary for me. So I can't imagine like some of you that are even like really new. This was totally Angie's like, so here's actually a challenge. Why don't you know the things that you're afraid of that are holding you back in your business? Why don't you write down those 3 fears and send them to the leader that you're working with and say, will you coach me to get past this fear so I can find better?
And coaches, like whoever you are, if you get those messages and you need specific coaching, come to Kate and I, and we will coach you through how to coach. So don't feel like overwhelmed by that because like I know some of you like may or may not know exactly what to do or exactly what to say or might not be confident in that. So come to us and we'll help you coach through that.
True. Truth bomb. Okay, so Amanda says, wait, get a customer to do a Facebook Live. So that was one of the first challenges. The first challenge was get a customer and do one of your customers, current customers who's having a good experience, do a Facebook Live. You're going to send me a message that says mission accomplished after you've done that Facebook Live with them. Do a little coaching before you get on the phone with them because you don't want them to say things like inflammation or diabetes or blood pressure or anything like that. But if you are asking the appropriate questions, you won't get those kind of answers. So just talk about what did it feel like to be in your skin before? What did a typical day look like? Explain like, that kind of a thing. Yes, thank you, Julia. And then, so once you've done that, send me a message, mission accomplished, and I'm going to put your name in a drawing for $50, and I'm going to draw that Sunday night at 10 p.m. Sunday night at 10 p.m. So you have a couple of days to do this. I'm going to do that drawing. Should probably put that on my calendar. $50 cash, which by the way, I don't know if you guys know, but Christmas is coming up. Like if I were y'all, I would be jumping on every single challenge I possibly could. And then the other thing is, this is just for you. If you just really want to break through some of those, you really are seeing fears, a barometer for better, write down 3 things that you feel are fears that are keeping you back in your business and send those to the leaders that you're working with and ask for coaching. I did. I have serious fears that I know hold me back. And it's stuff that I put off, I avoid, I throw over here, I throw over there. I'm really good at like the duck and dive. Like I'm really good at it. Nobody knows I'm doing it. Maybe they do, and I just think they don't. Julia's like, yeah, I know. So that would be my challenge just for just becoming a better prover. If that's really something that you want to do, if you're ready to take that step. Name and a drawing for each customer we can get on a Facebook Live. Sure. If you do more than one, that's
Yeah, and I'll double it. I'll send you $50 too. So
$100. Look at that, $100. So I would say the video needs to be like, do we want to set parameters? We want to say like at least 5 minutes and just needs to.
Yeah, I think it needs to be like from 5 to 7 minutes. That's real specific, but like around 5 to 7 minutes, that's the average time that people will watch. And I also think it would be cool if any of you are, like if you could screenshot it to us so we could go find it or send us it. You don't have to tag us in it by any means. Please don't tag us in it. But if you could send us a screenshot just so we can see it or go find it so we know. That's more for me than for Kate. I just want to see.
It's just creepy like that. Yeah, please don't tag us in the videos. Because that like kills my Facebook feed. Okay, any questions on the 212 live? Any questions on the challenge?
212 live question.
Go.
How often should we go live? I mean, is it, I've gotten kind of where I have fun with it a lot of times, but is there a too much type thing,
I don't think so. There are people who do one a month, do one a day for a whole month long. I would just say mix up your content.
Sure. Okay.
And maybe it's not always like you sitting somewhere. Maybe it's up you. Maybe it's you up doing things. Maybe it's you for your kids. Like my best Facebook lives are ones when I'm usually like having some weird my daughter over something.
Yeah, and as long as you're following that equation, if that ends up being every day, then that's every day. But I mean, it's 2 of you first, then 1 prove it, 2 dreams, and then 1 live. If you do that every day, I mean, if that's your posting style, then do that. But like, make sure it falls into that. So like for me, I only post like maybe 2 times a day. So it's going to take me 3 days to get to my live. Does that make sense? So just make sure that you're following that. If you're posting 5 times a day and doing a live every day, then that's fine. But just make sure that you're getting as close to that as possible.
You guys want a bonus tip? Anybody want a bonus tip? Yeah? Okay, here's your bonus tip. Bonus tip. I'm gonna share my screen real quick and go to open up my Facebook here. Oh, nobody's sending me messages with bad words or anything. I'll just thought. Okay, I'm gonna go to, you know how you can go into Messenger and it'll show you all your friends that are on, currently on.
Yeah.
That are like on, do you know what I'm talking about? Where they're like,
They're active.
Where is it at?
It's active. It's easier to see on your phone. It's the second tab in the middle on your phone.
Okay, do it on your phone then. Hold on, let me stop sharing. Julia, are you on your phone right now?
Yes, hold on. Let me get it.
So Facebook tells you all your friends that are currently active they're on Facebook right now. That's what it means. Like they are scrolling. Like it tells you these are the people that are scrolling through Facebook right now. Okay, yeah, you're right. Okay, so when you pull Messenger, y'all can see that. Up here it says active. So I want you guys some of you tell me right now, like throw a number out or in the chat, how many of your friends are active right now?
I have 370.
Okay. I have 555 active friends right now on Facebook. So here's your pro tip. You find that active, you click on active, and it shows me all the people who are on here. If you go, like, first of all, I have way too many friends that are provers. Just gonna say, I'm gonna scroll past you all. I love you, but I'm gonna go to the people who are not provers, who are people that I'm thinking, I want them to see my stuff. And I'm going to go to their page and like something on their Facebook page. I'm going to go like, maybe put a comment. Ooh, I love that. Oh, that recipe looks awesome. Oh my gosh, your kid's so cute. I'm going to do that to like 10 people before I go live. If you do that, you're going to get more views on your live. It's a little Facebook hack. Pro tip. Does that make sense? Was it Ray Higdon that taught us that, Julia?
Yeah, there's a couple other things that I think we could do a whole other Zoom on.
I do too. Yeah. I do too. Okay, so we might do a follow-up Zoom on this after everyone's done their homework and we've gone through. Someone said they're like, oh, the 212 and a live in a day. That's a lot. Like, I don't know many people who do that many posts in a day. But this is a guideline. Remember, like, don't mess up good for perfect. We don't follow like specific rules. This is just a really good outline and guide. The most valuable thing that you're doing here is actually writing the stuff in the circle. Because here's what's going to happen. A month down the road, you're going to message, be like, I don't have anything else to say. I don't have any. I don't know what other posts to make. I mean, like, pull out your paper. Like, you love your dog. Did your dog do something funny today? Is your dog cute today? Is he not cute anymore? Like, no more pictures of your dog? Or, you know, is your dog wearing a Halloween costume right now? Whatever it is, it gives you things to pull from, because not everyone's like a Facebook guru like Angie Doke. Angie, though, I guarantee you, Angie, I don't know this for sure. I shouldn't say I guarantee you, but I bet Angie has a list already of future Facebook posts that she knows she can do. Angie, do you like kind of in your mind like no future Facebook posts? Right? Because she's very intentional about it. That's really all we're asking you to do, is to become intentional. It's a very important word. We heard it like 5 million times this week, is be intentional. Angie's very intentional with her Facebook post. This 212 Live is just allowing you to think of Facebook from an intentional standpoint instead of a reactive, react. It's being, just being a little more intentional. So anyway, that's all I've got. It's 9 o'clock at night. I'm not going to keep you any longer. Do your homework. $100 cash on the line Sunday night. And if you have any questions, reach out to your leaders. Reach out to Julia and I. We're happy to support in any way. There's lots of people who have been to LCD. And I will, last thing I'm going to say is Surge Springfield is November 10th. Be there, be square, whatever. It's an easy place to get to. It's centralized in the United States. It's going to be huge. I predict it to be the largest surge ever in Prove It history. I predict. Okay? We're going to have, if there is a guest portion in the beginning, but then it's very, very specific directive coaching, promoter coaching the whole afternoon. Little Birdie says we might even have a deeper dive training session. People who want to go even further into like a coaching and learning how to do launch calls and that sort of thing at this event. So really cool stuff. Buy your ticket, get there, be there. Just make it happen, because we don't have another big corporate event until February. That's a long ways away. So get to Surge Springfield November 10th. And Epic is, February is Valentine's Day weekend in Phoenix is Epic. So that's a long ways away. All right, bye guys. See y'all later.